I look at my comrades
You
and I
could just
say...
use a pin like a normal person.
Yeah, I looked at the others. I say, well, maybe we spoke too soon. Let's have a quick look at that one. And I
I'm
walk
just
towards the
relieved
board
that's
to have a
all
look
he
at
pulled
the
out of his cloak.
I mean, I imagine what he didn't pull out is not that much bigger.
We've seen some things in this tavern, haven't we?
Yes, we have, for sure.
That's a very
Okay,
big
I
man.
go up to notice board then.
I
What's
thought he was
on it?
very small.
10 minutes in and the dick jokes are starting. Honestly,
Yes. So it was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. But there was plenty of dice rolling. So it is time for the Oakcast Basic Fantasy Spectacular. I'm now going to immediately hand over to our Master of Ceremonies and our genius, amazing DM for the night, Hereward. Take it away from here.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. We've come to spread some festive cheer and fairly wintry themed adventure for you tonight. I think it's probably best to introduce, for each player to introduce their character to begin with. So let's start with Kieran.
Well, hello there. I am Eric the Cleric, and I am from the Northern Lands. I wear my family shields and wield the mighty Warhammer.
Marvellous. Okay, over to you, Callum.
Hello there. I am Jan Hendrik Oldevelderhuis. Yes, I am a dwarf thief, and for sure, the only thing I am interested in is the smoking of the weed, so hopefully we get the gold to get the weed. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's a good sign.
You guys.
Good omen, I think.
Graham, over to you.
Hi everyone, my name's Di. Well, my full name's Diane Otherday, and I'm clearly Hereward's favourite. Once upon a time, I was a humble toy maker, giving holiday cheer to all the locals. Then one Yule, raiders set my workshop alight, ruining Christmas for all. So I swore vengeance on all who would destroy my favourite time of year, taking my trusty mace, the Nutcracker.
Okay. Fanch.
I feel very much inadequate after all that. My name is Uriel, and I am an elven wizard. And I happen to be married to the next character on the list. And we have a double act of retrieving artifact in various, more or less legal ways.
Marvellous. Alina, last but not least.
Yes, so hello, my name is Lida. I'm a elven thief. Reluctant thief, because I prefer to spend my time acquiring knowledge, but, I need to eat as well sometimes. And as my dear husband said, we work together when occasion arises.
Okay, so we're starting at level 5, basically because characters at first, second level in basic fantasy are somewhat flimsy and breakable. And I want to have this party as being a fairly moderately experienced adventuring party who have been in the northern lands around the city of Ravenstone. The city of Ravenstone is from the Morgansfort campaign setting. It's in the far north, and it was a fairly lawless city run by fairly unscrupulous businessmen, nobles, who really invested quite heavily in slavery. However, in the last few years, the slavers were forced out by the mighty League of Bells, who brought some semblance of stability to the city. However, in the last few months, the nobility of the city have sort of risen up against the, figurehead leader put in place, who now has gone into hiding, and the city's becoming gradually more and more crooked. That's fine for an adventuring party, to have as a base of operations. And you've been doing your standard kind of stealing an item, killing some goblins, this sort of thing. However, it's been enough time since your last adventure for your wounds to heal, but also, unfortunately, enough time for your purses to begin to feel uncomfortably light. You've got enough gold as a party to pay for food and lodgings in the city, but you're well aware that it's not an inexhaustible supply of cash. And there comes a time when all adventurers forget the discomforts of life on the road and begin to think fondly of the reassuring weight of a pack on their back and a sword at their side. So you're beginning to think that perhaps the time has come to start looking for some work again. Unfortunately, we are in the heart of winter. It is in the northern lands, and in winter time, it's pretty cold, pretty snowy, and there's often not a lot of work. You know, there's not many caravans going out of the city, not many merchants that really want to brave it in these kind of frozen climes. So, for the past few weeks, you've been spending your time sitting in the Bad Rat Tavern. Here, the fire is warm, almost as warm as the lukewarm ale served, which is both cheap and watery. But they both go some way to soothe the chill that you've got from the short walk from your mere lodgings. This tavern, the Bad Rat, is rather notorious. It's frequented by wannabe adventurers, mercenaries, and just sort of general hired muscle. It's midweek, and other than a couple of tables occupied by some grim-faced and rather drunk old men, the only other person in the tavern is the landlord, Ebden Stonefront, who's a stocky dwarf with as many tales of his adventures as there are scars on his craggy face. Now, the Bad Rat is well known for being a hiring spot, and there is a notice board where potential jobs are advertised. Unfortunately, this board, you're there keeping an eye on it, seeing if any jobs come up, but it's been empty for days. As I said, it's midwinter. The traders tend not to risk travel much further north at this time of year. The cold and snowy weather is one problem, but roving bands of orcs and ravenous packs of wolves very often mean it isn't financially sensible to send wagons, even well-guarded ones, into the foothills around the Demon Frost Mountains. Over to you.
Well, another day without a job. I'm starting to think we should maybe move on from this place.
Well, and best find another tavern, because the ale here is much like making love in a canoe. It's fucking close to water.
If you pay the rounds in the most expensive establishments of the city, I'll follow you, but we should watch our purse.
Yes, I agree.
So you're just beginning to, put your boots back on, fasten up your travelling cloaks and step out. And maybe you've paid your, handful of copper pieces to Ebden Stonefront, the dwarf who's kind of eyeing you and sort of aware that you're leaving the establishment, when suddenly the tavern door bursts open dramatically and a figure in furs enters. This guy's big. This guy is big. Not just big for the elves, not just big for the dwarves, but big for the humans as well. Close to 7 foot tall, probably about 3.5, 4 foot wide. This is a big man. He shakes the sleet and snow from his broad shoulders and stomps his heavy kind of woolen boots. He stomps over to the notice board, where he reaches into his furs and gets a tattered piece of vellum out and stabs a dagger, pierces the vellum and puts it on the board. And then he stomps over to the bar, gets a tankard of the watery ale, and then slumps at an unoccupied table, swigging from it.
I look at my comrades
You
and I
could just
say...
use a pin like a normal person.
Yeah, I looked at the others, I say, well, maybe we spoke too soon. Let's have a quick look at that one. And I
I'm
walk
just
towards the
relieved
board
that's
to have a
all
look
he
at
pulled
that.
out of his cloak.
I imagine what he didn't pull out is not that much bigger.
We've seen some things in this tavern, haven't we?
Yes, we have, for sure.
That's a very
Okay,
big
I
man.
go up. Notice board then.
I thought he was very
10,
small.
10 minutes in and the dick jokes are starting, honestly.
Yes. All right, who's reading the notice?
Can one of you read?
Yeah,
I'm a wizard, of
I
course
walk
can
up.
read.
So I assume it'd be myself and Uriel then heading up to the notice board to have a wee gander.
The vellum is thick. I mean, this isn't paper, This is like, it's like animal skin, and it's pretty poorly cured. It's still kind of leathery in texture, and the writing is kind of crude, legible, just about. In fact, legible. Just give me an int check on it.
Okay.
So roll your dice. Int bonus applies.
So in this case, it's a flat for me. Fantastic. Guess.
And
Have
with
you
my
rolled a
plus
nat one?
2,
Yes. I mean, I take one look at it and I go, this isn't even worth chicken scratchings. It's worse than chicken scratchings. It's blotchy.
No, it's
Then
perfectly
I
fine.
realize I'm just...
You
I didn't
can't
catch a
actually,
word of
can you,
that.
Eric?
Say that again.
Basically, my character just looks at it, says it's worse than chicken scratching, and then I'm just gonna make the assumption that because it's a nat 1, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I'm sorry, I'm still not hearing you very well, Kieran. I can only assume that Nat 1 has scrambled your speaker somewhat. Basically, you look at it, and you seem to think with your Nat 1 that it's some kind of recipe for mulled wine. Can someone else that
also works.
doesn't have a potato for a dice roll an int check on this?
I have a 4
All right.
altogether.
A 4?
Worst
This
wizard
is going to
ever.
be one of those nights.
Right.
Yeah.
I've rolled a 20.
Okay. So the elf is sort of holding it and sort of turning it over and like, you know, probably holding it upside down or something. And Jan Hendrik, how do I pronounce your name?
Jan Hendrik Oldeveldehuis.
Jan Hendrik Oldeveldebush comes along and snatches it off the elf and is like, "Don't give this here to me."
Yeah.
And reads, "Wanted, willing and capable souls to accompany wagon load of goods to the settlement of Tarnenbaum, 100 gold on safe delivery."
So, what do you all make of this then?
Sounds like an easy way to make some coin.
Aye, and we wanted to move from this place anyway, so killing 2 dragons with 1 arrow.
And if Air, Goddess of Mercy, grants us her blessing, it shall be an easy task.
But you two definitely need to stop drinking the ale.
Point
I
taken.
need to
should
drink
you
at
should,
least 2 shots.
Yeah, you
Takes
should
the taste
smoke
away.
the weed instead. Much better for you.
So, what does this job appeal?
Yes,
Yeah,
this job
I think
appeals.
so.
Yeah, I think so. There's not much else going on.
Let's
Good,
move on
and
to
it's
the
the only one
giant.
I've prepared, so...
Yeah, it would
What
be-
about Goblin Escort?
Stop thinking with your dick.
So let's move up to the giant then, holding the vellum, and it's like, excuse me, my dear fella, but looks like you found your party pretty quickly. We are equipped and experienced, and we would be interested in the job.
So the man infers as you approach him, he's sitting down and he's still pretty much eye to eye with the elves. He is big. He places his forearms, which are really the size of someone's thighs, on the table, and you see that his skin is leathery and tanned from long exposure to the snow and the sun. He kind of shrugs off his furs. You see he's wearing a kind of some kind of bearskin vest. It might be gorilla. It's hard to tell. But he's. You do see that any exposed bits of skin, like his arms, hands, and sort of his neck, are covered with tattoos of some kind of spiraling pattern of red and blue ink. Now, I believe we have a northerner, Eric the cleric. Can you make a check on this?
What
You can
kind
use
of check?
wisdom or int, whatever bonus is higher.
I'll go wisdom with here. Let's see. What is wrong with you? It's not a nat 1, but it makes it a 4.
Okay, as I said before, Kieran, are you rolling an actual potato today? The dice
It's
is
a-
the one that
it's-
has the sides on it. You know. Yeah, Eric the cleric, you are very, very helpful. You're able to turn to people and go, "I think he's a barbarian."
Do I not get disadvantage or anything like that? No.
Yeah, his beard is tangled and knotted. His hair underneath his kind of raccoon skin cap is all wild and tangled. But yeah, it doesn't take a successful wisdom check really to be able to tell that this guy's a barbarian. He sort of looks at you and gestures to the seats around the table. You will sit with me.
Now, that's an
no problem.
invitation, of course. Let's sit
How
down.
many seats are... he's on the bar, right? So how many seats are available?
No, he's not at the bar. He's at a
Oh,
table.
is he not? He's at a table. Okay. So I guess we just sit down, yes.
Yes, sure.
You wish business.
I believe, my friend, you wish business. This is yours, isn't it?
Oh, lost him.
It's always the same with these barbarians.
They lose it when you need it the most.
In the meantime, I'm sneakily trying to get the advert off Founge to start rolling it up. And you just smack my hand away.
You wish talk business.
Yes, indeed. We wish to talk about the business you want to talk about, and I hand the vellum to him.
He sort of looks at the paper. You work for me.
That's the plan. We would accompany your caravan, I suppose, and be paid 100 gold at the end.
He sort of beats his chest and says, "My name is Vodrick Morderbrot."
Delighted, Sir Vodrick. I am Uriel. Good to meet you.
I am looking for party of brave souls to accompany a wagon of goods to my village, my settlement.
We can do that.
Yeah, no problem.
You are
Morderbrot.
happy to take job?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Aye.
Well, what sort of cargo would we be accompanying?
Foodstuffs and the various wood carvings, flowers. It is for the festival,
What festival?
What festival would that be, my friend?
the winter festival.
Now that
this-
makes
You
a lot
would
of
not
sense.
know. You would not know our ways, but
Is this to celebrate solstice? Or harvest?
no.
No.
The my people, we move a lot. We settle for some time, then we move again. We have been settled in place we call Tarnenbaum now for 2 years. It is time to move again. And so we have
Nomads.
festival, and then we go.
That sounds
You're
very
nomadic
exciting.
people.
Yes.
Festival has flower, toys for the children. La 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 la. They do dance. And then we eat and we drink and we rot like the caribou. And then we
So-
move.
It sounds like there's a timeline for this job. When do you need us to deliver the goods?
You need to leave as soon as possible. Our festival, midwinter festival, draws close. 4 days. You must reach Tarnenbaum by the 4th day. Graham,
You said the job needed to be completed in 4 days, but Tarnenbaum is 5 days away.
and you say you are capable adventurers. You will find a way. Travel hard.
And who is part of that caravan apart from yourself?
Huh. I will not travel with caravan. I will take my steed, Kriegunherlich.
So basically you entrust the wagon to us, with nobody else to guide us to Tarnenbaum.
You want money?
Well, yes, that is true.
You are trustworthy?
I believe we are. Most of us.
course.
Alright,
It's
where
easy
is this
job.
Tarnenbaum then?
So he gets another piece of vellum out and unrolls it, and it's quite possibly the worst map you've ever seen. Marked on it is, Ravenstone. The Demon Frost Mountains are visible on it, and there's just sort of a few landmarks, a few basic things, a bit of forest and stuff like that, and then just another mark, and he says, Tarnenbaum here.
So we've got a 5-day journey to do in 4 days, and the fate of your winter festival depends on it. Sounds like fun.
Ere give
Yes.
us mercy where she can.
And worst case, we just end up with some food and toys.
That is also true, which we can deal with.
So, if you're good with this journey, what do you think?
Yep, good with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that then.
Depending
Sounds
on
much-
whether or not if if I'm rolling potatoes, my character has experience in the north, being from there. So I might, if I can, again, potato dependent, be helpful in that manner.
Given that you're from the northern lands, I'm going to let you do one more whiz check on this.
Okay. I'm going to use my mobile phone this time. So, wisdom is something I'm good at.
You're going to
Plus
roll your
2,
phone.
D20. That is a 12. Much better.
Slightly better.
What does a 12 get me?
Okay. With a 12, yeah, you think you know the general area that Tarnenbaum might be in. You weren't aware that there were any tribes in that area.
No.
Several miles away, you're aware that there is a kind of logging settlement, but you weren't aware that there was any barbarian tribes there.
I take it the logging settlement is presumably closer to us, like on the way.
It's pretty far out. It's still
Okay.
maybe 2 days away.
Okay. So at least it's a stop. So yeah, I'll kind of relay that to the rest of the team. So I'll just say that there's a logging camp, a settlement roughly 2 days away. We could use that as a basis to seek out the nomadic tribe in Tarnenbaum.
Sounds like a
Yes,
good
it
plan.
should be possible to
Yeah,
scout
sounds
from
good.
there.
Yep. I was you for a second, Herod.
Vodrick kind of looks at you and says, "If you want job, I show you wagon."
That would be good. Take us to your
Yeah.
wagon.
So
Yeah, before it's spring.
he picks up his tankard and he just absolutely drains it. You know when someone drains it, but they drain it really clumsily, and it's like coming out of the sides and going down his beard.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, he's got a drinking problem. So yeah, right. So Vodrick leads you outside round the back of the Bad Rat Tavern and shows you the wagon, which is quite an interesting one. It's a fairly standard one, but instead of wheels, it's got skis that enable it to travel on the frozen snow. At the stood tied to said wagon is a large Arctic deer with an impressive set of antlers. It's currently munching on a load of hay. Vodrick goes over to it and kind of strokes it. It tries to bite him. He punches it. And he turns and sort of smiles at you. And yeah, he says,
So that's the name of the what was it? Arctic.
yeah, it's
What was
a
it
big,
again?
it's a big kind of Arctic deer. It's big ass
Arctic
kind
deer.
of fuzzy horned thing. Very strong, very fast.
It should be if it's named after a storm.
Seems to have a bit of a temper, or at least it doesn't like you.
It bastard. But
I just kind of whisper to Jan Hendrik, because like, no wonder he won't go with the wagon.
now, come see. And he goes to the back of the wagon and pulls back the kind of leathery tarpaulin that's there. And you can see the wagon is indeed filled with goods. Now, I tell you what in wagon. You make sure all this arrive at Tarnenbaum. See, here, 2 barrels ale. See here, barrel mead. And here, and he kind of shakes some smaller casks, is fortified wine. Then, look, this barrel salted herring. Here, and he pulls back a kind of covering and shows there are 6 large hams and loads of cured sausages. 2 dozen, 24 cured sausage. 3 sacks flour. 3 boxes fruit. 3 boxes vegetables. And he sort of shows there's a box of kind of boxes of carrots and turnips and potatoes. Look here. And he shows some large wheels of cheese stamped with the League of Bells symbol. Very good quality. And then he shows lots of other things. There's lots of wood carvings of animals like pigs and dogs and cats and horses and little wood-carved boats. And there are lots of wreaths made from dried winter flowers and holly. You understand?
Yes, I understand we will need to ensure we have our own rations, or we will start wanting to eat all that delicious food.
This food must get there by the 4th day.
Yes, and it shall.
Day 1 tomorrow.
As a toy maker, can I have a look at the carvings and see what sort of level of quality they are?
Yeah. Just roll me a standard int check on that.
19.
Yeah. They're basic. You can tell they've been kind of bought in bulk here in the town, but they're basic kind of wooden toys.
Vodrick, you want better toys for the children? I can possibly make someone root for extra money.
Toys, no. These good.
Okay,
Now, you know where?
we know where.
Right. He does that incredibly manly thing, you know, where someone just kind of whistles through their teeth, and it's this incredibly sharp, piercing whistle. And stepping out from the dark shadows where you hadn't seen it is an absolutely enormous, another Arctic deer. But unlike Sturmlicht, which is kind of white and snowy, this one is absolutely black. You see that it has similarly impressive rack of antlers as Sturmlicht, but this one, the antler points appear to be sharpened and have various rings and kind of decorations and ribbons and things tied to them. This deer sort of stomps forward, does that kind of thing, snorts, and Vodrick says, "This Krigun Herrlich, he will take me there. I will be there before you and prepare for your arrival." Yes?
Understood.
How long you'll have to travel?
4 days.
No. You must be there on 4th day. Tomorrow, day 1.
3 days travel then.
3 days. You must be there by dawn on day 4. Understand?
Yes.
Crystal.
Good.
By the will of the Aesir it shall be done.
So, one by one, he offers his hand to you. Anyone going to
I
shake?
give him that. I give him that that forearm grip thing. That manly men of strength do.
Yeah. Manly men. Gosh, there's a lot of muscular squeezing. It's like the beginning of Predator. Like this guy has a. He's got some grip. He really does. Leaves little bruises on your forearm. While shaking, could you all give me a whiz check?
All of us.
Yeah, everyone.
7.
Well, okay, that's slightly not as good. 8.
9.
12.
You guys, are you rolling the wisdom checks with D?
7.
You guys are rolling with a D20.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
All right, you just suck.
I could draw a D100 if you want.
No. Yeah, you all just see these big tattoos all over his arms. It's obviously too dark to be able to see it clearly, but it's red and blue kind of spirals around his arms by the looks of things. Okay, so he hops on the back of his jet black deer and nods to you once, digs his heels into its side, and it kind of goes like that and just scampers off. No, it wouldn't scamper. It thunders off through the frozen streets. It moves pretty fast. He doesn't have a saddle or anything on it. He just rides it bareback because he's that manly. And yeah, off he goes.
I was picturing the black deer being very flamboyant there by scampering.
No, it's not. Scamper was the wrong word. I meant thunder. I don't think this thing would know how to scamper if its life depended on it. Vodrick certainly is not the scampering, capering type.
No.
Right.
Can
So
you
if
remind
we've
us
got-
what? Go for it.
If we've got 3 days to get a 5-day travel, should we start heading off now?
Probably, as long as we have provisions enough to keep us going. I assume there'll be shortcuts along the way that we could take advantage of.
Let's check. We have enough rations for
Yeah.
the trip.
Yes, we should.
I have at least a week's rations, so if need be, I can split up 2 or 3 of those rations amongst the group.
I also have a week's rations.
We all have rations. And,
Yeah.
and what time of day is it again?
Well, this was the evening. It's probably about 7 o'clock in the evening. So if you were to set off now, that would give you a, bit of time.
Is that a head start?
Yeah.
Aye. And rest around midnight. If it's a clear night, we can find a place around, I guess.
Okay. So, yeah, happy just to set off.
Yes,
I think
let's
so,
set
if we have everything.
So there's enough room for most of you to sit on the wagon or on the, what do you call it, the kind of driver's seat. And the Arctic deer is an enormous, great big strong thing and can just pull quite handily. Obviously, because it's so frosty, the skis glide nicely over the frozen cobbles of Ravenstone, making an absolutely terrible noise. You get to the gates of the city. It's kind of like, you get to the gates of the city, which are, of course, locked because it's evening, and the city guards just sort of look at you approaching.
So, who's driving the wagon?
Is there a, I was going to say, is there a skill that's good for driving a wagon?
It's basic fantasy. We don't do skills. Come on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So
Hello, good sir.
the guard looks like he's just been kind of woken up, which he was by the noise of the skis grating on the ground. And he sort of stumbles over and looks you up and down and says, "Yeah. Sorry, the gates are closed at the moment."
What about that giant man riding a reindeer? You must have let him pass.
Giant man riding a reindeer. What have you been smoking?
Oh, the finest. Yes, we have the finest are Swede.
You must have taken another gate then. Would you make an exception and let us through for tonight? We have a urgent business that just came up.
Urgent business. It's late. We've shut the gates. It's not safe out there. What do you think you played at?
It is urgent delivery, my friends. We need to seek out nomads. These are emergency supplies, and they need them desperately. Matter of life and death.
Right, if you're doing that, Kieran, go on, give me a charisma check. See if you can persuade him.
I have no bonuses to this, so I have a chance.
Just come on, think of the children. Try
If
that.
this is a nat 20, I will laugh. No. That would be a 3.
Matter of life and death. I tell you, right, it's a bloody matter of life and death. If I let you out here, it could be your death. You're going to freeze out there. Will you play that? Matter of life.
I have candles.
Anyone else want to try?
Well, don't worry. Don't worry. We're made of sturdy stuff. But the sooner you let us through, the sooner you can go back to sleep.
Go on then.
And-
Alina, you do one charisma check, and then we're out of charisma checks, I'm afraid, after that.
So I have 13.
13. Do you have a bonus?
Well, I added the bonus. Yeah, it's 12 plus 1.
No, I'm afraid not. Listen, sweetheart. You're a very pretty little elf, but I'm not going to open the doors for you now, because it's late, and my commanding officer will be rather displeased if he hears me letting people out in the middle of the night. So come back in the morning with your permit, and you can be on your way.
Since when do we need a permit to get out of this town? What time does the gate open? It will probably be too late for us.
It'll be dawn, when it always opens.
Dawn in the winter will be quite late. We really need to get through.
One of the virtues of never sleeping is I have to live my dreams anyway. There's plenty of time to sleep when you're dead. Let us out.
I don't think... listen, Taffy, I don't think you're one to just come here and order me around. No, I...
Would you like some candles? I can give you candles if you let us go.
Candles? Why would I want a candle? No, you lot don't get it, do you? If you come with a wagon load of contraband in the middle of the night and you wake up a guard and you say, we want to leave the city, and they say no, you're meant to offer him money.
Had a word. Is there... I guess there is a barrack very nearby, right? Where maybe his commanding officer is sleeping or something like that.
Yeah.
Would I be right in that? Can I cast ventriloquism on, like, one of the window and have a grubby voice in the accent of the guard say, just let them bloody pass so that we can go back to sleep?
Give me a second. Now, you don't know what the commanding officer's voice is like.
I do not. It would be a... what do you call it? It would be a bit of a bargain. A gamble, rather.
It causes your voice to come through another location.
Yeah.
But you
I,
could
I
put
feel
on
like
a voice.
if I use... Yeah, if I put on a voice that's maybe like tired enough and annoyed enough that it might, at night, even he's groggy himself,
I like
confuse him.
it. I like it. You can do a charisma check at +3 for this.
Ooh, I like that. Let's see what... So, okay, I can do
Don't
that.
you have staggeringly low... Oh, no, it's not you that has the staggeringly low charisma.
No.
It's Graham.
Oh, 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
At last.
Somehow, perhaps inspired by, I don't know, some kind of weird elvish inspiration, somehow imitates perfectly commanding officer's voice. It might never happen. But you make it sound like it's coming from window barracks, and the guard suddenly gets through. Just one second, and he sort of scurries over and starts heaving the huge, wooden bar out of the way, and then pulls the doors open and sort of salutes clumsily as you slide past on the skis.
No, that's a good spell.
Screech out. And you finally get out of the city onto the roads. Again, the roads are all frozen, but you just sort of ski along on these roads. Okay, now, first bit, Who can read maps? This is going to be...
I have a map.
You have a map, right. I'd like whoever's looking at the map, you can make a combined int check here. So everyone, you can all 5 of you can do it. Make an int check and add your scores up.
Okay.
I think for my sake, that's a good idea.
Okay, that's a dirty 20 for me.
11 for me.
1.
Sorry, did you roll a
5.
nat 1?
Yeah.
What?
Change your dice, man.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm using my mobile.
Have you considered an actual potato?
I might do that. I do have potatoes in the fridge, so...
Okay, so let's just say
I have
for
19.
19. So it's going to be
19 plus 1.
Okay, it's going to be over 50, so that's fine, even
Okay.
though Kieran rolled a spud with it. So perhaps Eric the cleric was like holding the map and everyone was like, you've got it upside down, like slapping, and then you realise he's not just got it upside down, he's holding it back to front as well.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab physical dice.
Yeah, please do. Not a potato. So, yeah, everyone snatches the map off him and has a look at it and kind of points themselves in the right direction. Yeah, cracks the reins and Sturmlicht kind of goes like that. Please, I hope you all appreciate my Snow Deer impression.
Oh, yes.
Spectacularly good. I've been researching this.
It's magnificent.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it?
It's
Just?
as if I
Yeah,
were there.
David Attenborough would be impressed.
I know.
Reindeers are better than people.
So, yeah, and you scoot off
Here we go.
and the momentum this is such a powerful creature, and you rocket off into the night. There you go. So, how long have we been recording for now, Callum?
Probably like for maybe 45 minutes, I'd say.
55 minutes?
55 minutes.
We've been
Well,
since
I
we
think
start.
that is the perfect place to end the first episode.